So guys, Lover's Cat 1, we talked about UK personal carry in that last video, and I alluded to my preference for UK personal carry after falling out with Spyderco's. The knife that I carry every day now, it's not posh, it's not flash, it's a box standard Swiss Army knife Farmer. And I've seen a couple of videos done by some guys. I think Foxy did a video on this, I'm not sure, I stand to be corrected. And I couldn't really find what I wanted online, you know, sort of knife wise. And I looked at a couple of Swiss Army knife videos, and I've carried a Swiss Army knife in some shape or form for a long number of years. I used to have one at school. Then, you know, you know, you weren't frowned upon, you weren't going to be burned as a witch or a heretic for carrying a knife. You know, every kid I knew when I was at school had an Opinel or a Swiss Army knife or a, you know, some kind of lock knife from Index or from Argos. You know, it was just a thing to do. It's only now with these nitwits stabbing people all the time and cutting people up that, you know, knife ownership's frowned on. But anyway, the Swiss Army knife Farmer is as good as any knife I've ever used, and you know, I use knives every day for work. The UK personal carry laws, yeah, I've no problem with them. You know, I think they're a bit dense and a bit daft, but they're there to, you know, to stop people getting killed and stop people getting hurt. But again, it's, you know, not wanting to get on my soapbox, it's the minority that spoil it for the majority, and you all know score. And if you get caught with a lock knife, you know, you haven't got a good reason for it, or a fixed bladed knife, then you're going to get your collar felt and you probably do a stretch or get fined. I used to carry Spyderco's, and I've carried that Columbia River knife and tool that I showed you in that other video. But since I got pulled one night coming through Norwich town centre with a load of guns and a load of deer in back at car, you know, and got frisked and got checked, and kind of were up against it a little bit. I'm staying well within law with this, and well within law, so I keep, you know, I keep myself legal, so I don't get any bother. The reason I got pulled was we'd been stalking, and we'd stopped off for a bite to eat. I was coming through Norwich town centre about 3 o'clock in the morning, saw blue lights, and thought, ah, bloody hell. Got pulled over. Guy that stopped me said, "Do you know why I'm stopping you?" And I said, "Well, no, not really." He goes, "Is there anything in truck that shouldn't be there?" And I said, "Well, no, there's not in truck that shouldn't be there." He goes, "Well, what's in truck?" And I went, "Well, a load of centre fire rifles and ammunition and a load of dead deer in back." And he went, "Well, can you just jump out of the truck and have a look?" I had an L200 pickup then with a truckman cab on it, and I'd thought I'd lashed the deer down in the back of the truck, but I hadn't, and one of them had its face had got against the window of the back truck, and it was sort of still a bit warm, so it was like steaming up the window. And of course, we being gralloch beasts in back at car, there were blood gushing out back at truck. So yeah, my fault totally. But you know, policemen were right enough, like, but you know, I'd all my truck out and checked me, and you know, any drugs in car, any beer in car, yada yada yada. So you know, and I had a PK on me, and it was just like, oh, folding knife, it's not locking. But you know, I didn't want to take that chance, and because of the blade so close to legal limit, I didn't want to chance my arm anymore. Anyway, UK personal carry Swiss Army knife Farmer. If you've had Swiss Army knives, you know it's got decent screwdriver. You can pry boxes open with it. You can, you know, pop your beer tops with it, strip wire. I've never been able to strip wire with that, to be honest, but you know, Swiss Army knife, you can do it. Can opener and a small screwdriver, and that blade's quite useful for peeling oranges, I found. My ma used to be in industrial catering and corporate catering, and every one of her chefs and every one of her waiting staff had the waiter knife. With a tin opener on. I think it was tin opener on, and you know, we had electric can openers and electric, you know, stuff for bizzing can lids off. But my mum used to rate these for taking big tin lids off, and there's no finer, and she still uses one in kitchen at home for taking tin lids off. So got lined up really well. This is a flipping fantastic awl. It's really good for poking holes through leather, for making traps, for you know, poking holes in stuff. It's sharp. It's got a really sharp, like a chisel blade edge to it. Really good. I really like it. The main blade on this knife is a bit thicker. Well, I think Swiss Army knife say it's a third thicker than a standard blade. Basically, it's made for farming. It's made for farmers, you know, to cut feed bags open, to, you know, dress a bunny with it, to, you know, cutting fuel lines, whatever. But it's got a bit of a thicker spine, which I really like, and makes it, you know, makes it a bit more of a durable piece of kit for me. Don't let anybody tell you can't dress a deer with a Swiss Army knife. It's not something that I'd recommend, but I dressed a muntjac with this a few weeks ago, and apart from having it gummed up with blood and crud, which I wouldn't generally do, but needs must sometimes, fantastic. With Swiss Army knife, if you get it gummed up, if you get it covered in earth and mud, and, you know, if you let your dad borrow it for him to pot some plants out like I once did with a Swiss Army knife, and it came back and I couldn't open any of the blades, Swiss Army knife, recommend you wash it with warm soapy water, let it dry, and put a bit of light machine oil on, a bit of brake free, which, you know, that's what I did, and it worked, and it works perfectly well. The reason that this knife appeals to me is because of that blade right there. A good saw. Swiss Army knife saws are brilliant. That goes through bone, it goes through wood. It's gone through aluminium actually when I had to put a plate on one at trailers. Absolutely brilliant saw. I don't know about you, but if I'm out and about, even if I'm just out with dog, or just, you know, bring some pheasants in at night time, or just for a mooch about anyway, I'm always on the lookout for straight sticks, for making walking sticks, for making, you know, priests, for making wading staff, stalking sticks, you know, market sticks. Oh, I'm always on the lookout for straight sticks. And outside of carrying an opinel saw, or carrying a, you know, a backhoe Laplander or a Fiskars or out like that, that's just as good as anything. It'll go through a decent sized piece of log, go through a, you know, ollie especially. We have quite a lot of ollie on one at shoots that we go on, and some at ollie bushes that I've seen, especially this season, I've got some really nice sticks on. If I leave them another, you know, another 12 months, gonna have some really nice sticks out of them. So handy to have. I put a bit of a paracord tie on it that somebody gave me, just so that I can feel it in my pocket, and so that it don't get knacked. And I don't know about you, I have a knife in my pocket, it rips my pocket linings and stuff. My missus goes nuts. I bought this on eBay. It were a couple of quid. It is a Chris Reeve knife, leather pouch, but ideal for sticking in your pocket. And then if you come in and you're going out, you know, you're going out for a drink, or going out, you know, for dinner, or dressed up, you don't have to take your knife with you. You can just throw it on the side with your keys. 19 quid that were delivered from Swiss Army Tools on net. You know, you'll have to interweb it or Google it, but that was the cheapest price I could get them. When I wanted one, Hanani Haynes didn't have them in stock. Nobody had them in stock. But yeah, really good. They do come in different colours. There's a little plaque there, thing that a little blank sort of caboose on there that you can have your you know, your initials or a message or something engraved on. Nice gift for somebody. Nice gift for a shooting man, a fishing man, anybody that spends any time in outdoors. These Alox scales are pretty good. I really like them. So yeah, that's my UK PC rather, personal carry, or UK penknife. I think they're worth a buy, definitely, and you know, they're not stupid money really for something you're going to carry every day. I mean, you don't have to have a pouch with it, you don't have to have a bit of paracord on it, you know, you have it as you want, but I really like it. I really like using it. It's right money, staying within law, which is main thing, and yeah, nice thing. So I hope that's been of some interest to you. By all means, like, comment, subscribe if you want any more information. By all means, give me a shout. I can get the details of the website that I got it off. And I'll see you on the next one. Alright guys, have a great day. Cheers.